today I am going to be reviewing the Deli color marker sets. So I went to China Mall a couple of months ago, and when I saw the price of these, I knew I definitely had to get them, because see how much it is in dollars. I mean, this is such a good deal. I know in Ghana cedis it's still a bit expensive, but trust me, if you want to get something like Copics or Ohuhu, they are definitely way more expensive than these are. Yeah, I was like, let me review this for you. I mean, I did do a haul on this a couple of weeks ago, and I did tell you guys I am going to do a review on this. They have different sizes, but I got the 36 marker sets, so you can see the colors over here. Obviously, when it comes to stuff like this, you always need to make your own swatch list of the colors, because the colors you see here are usually not very accurate to how they actually appear on paper. So I did do this a while ago, so I'm just going to show you how it looked like. Unfortunately, number 23 was not working, and I'm going to show you that so they believe me, but this was my swatch list of all the colors over here. And I mean, the range, I just have 36 colors, so the range that I have is a bit limited, but you can see there's a lot of greens and blues. It's not that bad. When it comes to skin tones, I just have maybe 24, 94, 95, 21, maybe 169. I am not sure, but then the range for skin tones is not really there. But then you have a lot of colors to play with. So I mean, for 36 colors, it's not too bad, and you can see how pigmented they are over here. So it's not bad. If you compare it to this, you can see the colors are not so accurate over here. So like I said, always make your own swatch paper. Cut a piece of paper and swatch the colors on to get a more accurate representation of how the colors would appear on your paper. I really love the design. This is how you open it up. It has like clips over here to close it, and I find it really fancy. Oopsie. Let me just put that over there so you can open it wide like this. Someone actually advised me that you should always let it lay flat. I mean, this could stand like this, but they said it tends to dry out faster. So since then, I've actually been laying it flat when I close it instead of making it stand vertically. So yeah, unfortunately for me, when I got this, when I was making my swatch list, this color immediately wasn't working. Let's try it out again to see if it will. Yep, extremely dry. It's so dry, I don't know why, but thankfully it was only this color, so I wasn't too mad. I just didn't understand why I just bought it and it just wasn't working. It is so dry. Not an ounce of ink is coming from this particular one. But aside that, every single color works perfectly well. So yeah, you could just open it up like this and use it to work whichever way you want. These markers, thankfully, they have two sides. It doesn't have a brush tip like maybe Copics. It does have a fine tip over here. Then it also has a chisel tip as well. So yeah, those are the two options you have with these Deli markers. I feel like if they were brush tips, they'll probably be more expensive, so I guess that's just the trade-off you have to make with these. So right now I'm going to test how they actually blend together for you guys to check out. I don't know whether I should use the chisel tip. To be very honest, I'm not very experienced using alcohol markers. So yeah, and also let's test how they bleed. I am going to try to blend these three colors over here. This is how these colors look on this, so you just look at the colors, and let's try to blend these because this was kind of a fail. But then again, guys, I said I am no expert with alcohol markers. Okay guys, I am definitely not a pro, but this is the blending I did. I think over here I should have gotten a transition shade, so maybe this and then something in between this or lighter to make the blending work. So I don't think it's the markers, I think it's me just having a bad technique. So yeah, this is maybe a better transition. Still not the best, but like I said guys, I'm not familiar with alcohol markers, so yeah, that is how it does blend. Now whether they bleed with liner pens actually depends on whether your liner pens are bleed proof or not. I know it's not going to cause any issue with this, but let's just test this out. I got this from acrylics if you're wondering, so if you want to get the same kind, either go there. But then again, I did get this several years ago, so probably they don't have it in stock anymore. So yeah, let's just try. And I guess you can see how pigmented they are. This is like a dull yellow. And see how it comes out. It's so pigmented. I personally like it. And this is how the chisel tip goes again. So maybe with that one you could just, I find that when I'm not really used to the chisel tip, but with the fine tip you can also kind of get a transition from using the same color, kind of like if you do layer on top of it, it does get slightly darker. So this is the same color I used over here, but you can see it's quite light here and it gets darker as I do layer over it again. Bleed proof line-up pens, it doesn't affect it, so make sure you know exactly where you're getting. See, I'm layering over this again and you can see it just gets slightly darker. Oh, I'm wondering, should I try to draw something, just something simple to see how maybe I would use these. these are all the markers I did use for this simple work over here. Over time I will get better, and I'm definitely going to abuse these in my sketchbook, but for now you can really see how pigmented they are. I just didn't do it justice, sorry, I'm not an expert, but then yeah, this is how much it did bleed through my page. It's actually a 130 GSM sketchbook, so it's not very thick, but it's not too light either. So if you have a thicker sketchbook, you know that it's definitely going to bleed less. It barely bled onto like the actual next page, so that's not too bad. I really believe that these are a great choice of markers. If you are just starting out with markers like me, it's best to just go with something that's really cheap so that you can test it out and see how you actually feel about it before making larger investments in more quality markers like maybe Copics or whatever. I don't like how this turned out, but I will definitely get better over time the more I do practice with them, because I've got to be honest, I haven't been practicing a lot lately, so I'm quite rusty. But yeah, these are the colors. And anyway, if you would like to see more art supplies that I've gotten over time from China Mall, you can check out this video over here where I go shopping at China Mall and I give you guys a mini art supply haul of the stuff I've gotten over there. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, please subscribe, please like this video. I'm trying to grow my art design, just community of people who just love creativity and having fun. So that's it. See you next week. Bye.